Welcome to another Women and Series. It is Etobo Sigwe, Ezikolomuo. Today I want to discuss the third tripod of Igbo consciousness. The ordinary awakening, I believe, is currently moving towards the wrong direction. It is gathering momentum, but the momentum seems to be driven by hunger and quest for material acquisition. Why there is no doubt that one of the reasons people go in search of God or answers is to help them in securing their physical well-being. We must understand that the return to embrace ordinary transcends the primordial need for survival. Yes, man is in quest for God, spirituality, gods, and everything answers to help the person survive the vagaries of life. In our quest to survive, we must ensure we do not sell our birthrights. We do not sell our identity. In our quest to survive, in our quest to satisfy our stomach, we must make sure that we do not what? Sell our identity. This is why our quest to understand Igbo and be Igbo must stand on serious ideological pillars. If not, the quest and desire will easily burn off. Once our stomach is satisfied or not satisfied, we will sell our birthright, we will sell our identity, we will belittle, we abandon it, all for what? Satisfy our stomach. So the renewed quest to be Igbo or to understand Igbo must be methodical. It must be clean, and it must rest on serious ideological pillars. These are what I call tripod. This Igbo consciousness, this you coming to this page trying to understand what it means ordinary Igbo and all that. It must be clean. It must be methodical. You must understand. There must be a philosophy guiding it that you are building around. Now, what are these ideological tripods that is reflective of Igbo consciousness, that you will say that, okay, now that I'm knowing Igbo, this is what it means. Number one, values. One of the distinguishing traits of our Igbo ancestors is their deep and abiding regards for values. When they destroyed the fabric of Igbo society, one of the things that they destroyed or whittled down is our value system. The Igbo world was built or is built around strong values. In fact, two particular value codes. Our ancestors built their life around two Igbo value codes. Number one is what? Omife Jidofo. Omife Jidofo. Our ancestors believe that whatever we do, it should be done on the basis of truth. Omife Jidofo means stand on truth. Our ancestors believe whatever we do, it should be done on the basis of truth. We should build our life on truth. Ofo, on this instance, is not stick, it's saying truth. Ezioku, stand on truth. Build your life on truth. Conduct your daily business, your daily affairs on truth. Your economic life, your social life, your political life, your spiritual life should be built around what? Truth. Why? Omife Jidofo, makana Ojiofo yana. Ojiofo gana. Omife Jidofo. This is the central value system of our ancestors, of our Igbo ancestors. Truth. They have high regard for truth, and that is why the highest level echelon of leadership is reserved for men who speak the truth. And these, like they also in this in our community, they have different form Igbo community. This is why people aspire to be like these people. As in, the people worthy of admiration in the Igbo society are people who can speak the truth. Not rather the richest people. You can be rich, but if you are found wanting when it comes to integrity, to speaking of truth, you are not part of that class. The second value is what? Ometaloyabulu. Our ancestors believed in karma. They believed one must reap what they sow. You must reap what you sow. That's why they say Ometaloyabulu. So because of this thinking that you must reap what you sow, it guided their activity, it guided their interpersonal relationship. They didn't want to leave karmic debt their children will pay. They call it Nkotazo. Nkotazo. So they don't want to leave karmic debt that their children will do what? Will pay, or that they themselves will reap later. And this is why they say Ometaloyabulu. That means you must reap what you sow. You must reap what you sow. We must all reap what we sow. So because of this basic thinking, instead of that you ask for forgiveness and everything will go away, no, they instilled this value system on themselves, on their children, within their community, that you must reap what you sow. That's why there are some certain things that you do. It might demand that you have to leave the community. You have to pay your debt. All these things are embedded in that philosophy of Ometaliyabulu. So a true Onyibo, if you are saying that you are trying to reflect Igbo consciousness, you must imbibe this principle. So the second tripod is what spirituality. True Igbo consciousness must be anchored on ordinary Igbo spirituality. You cannot achieve mental freedom as Onyibo if you are promoting a foreign religious path. A foreign religion will at some point demand your loyalty, which may require fighting your own indigenous spirituality. Other religions are good. I'm not condemning other religious paths, but if you want to be a true reflection of Igbo consciousness, you must adopt ordinary Igbo. You cannot adopt a foreign religion and believe that you can reflect in totality Igbo consciousness, because a foreign religion might get to a point, might take you to a point that you require for you to betray your Igbo identity. So to have achieved true Igbo consciousness, you must be a thoroughbred practitioner of what? Ordinana. In fact, I believe that you cannot achieve mental independence. You cannot get to the zenith of your mental capacity if you are following a foreign world religious path, a foreign spiritual path. If you adopt a foreign spiritual path, whatever thing you are building, who are you building it for? You are building it for the people who are or following that spiritual path that you're a member of. So if it's not indigenous to you, you are building for others. So true Igbo consciousness requires true Igbo spirituality, ordinary Igbo. Number 3, the third tripod that reflects true Igbo consciousness, industry. Our ancestors were industrious. They virtually produced all they used. They imported nothing. The ones they did not have, through trade, they make exchange through trade or they buy it through trade. But today, Igbos hardly produce anything worthy of export. In fact, I can say that we produce virtually nothing worthy of export. Even to feed ourselves, agriculture, to farm, we cannot even sustain ourselves. We cannot feed ourselves as a people. That's to show you how low we have gone in the production value chain. There is no remarkable commodity worthy of note in the international market today that is attributed or traceable to today's Igbo. None. Rather, we import everything. We import everything, even some of the things that our ancestors were producing that made the white man to try to trade with them, cotton, palm oil, and some of those things we cannot even trade with those at that level again. We don't have those things. We are not producing anything. We have become a consumerist society that imports virtually everything that their needs. So a true Igbo consciousness must facilitate the birth of industry. We must ensure that we are contributing something to the world economy through production, proper maximization of our natural resources, and renewed interest in our old traditional industry. In our old traditional industry, where is our art? Where is the Igbo art in the international market? Where are they? Even films that we export are not true reflection of who we are as Igbo. Even Igbo films are not true reflection of who we are as Igbo. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. We have to show the world that we have something. We even have to show to our own self that we have something. If we are talking about true Igbo consciousness, the tripod, it must stand. If we want to show that we are true Igbo, it must be anchored on world values. It must be reflective. Your life must be reflective of Igbo values. You have to show industry, and you have to what? Should be a practitioner of Igbo spirituality. This is how you reflect through Igbo consciousness. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen, or my email address, or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.